Hey guys, it's Trish from Trish's Card Club, live from Chattanooga, Tennessee. Happy Monday night, everybody. We already have a couple people on. That's always exciting. We have Shannon and Myra, Teresa, Mary, and Karen. Thanks for joining, ladies. I always appreciate it. It is Monday night of a 3-day holiday weekend. Today we have are honoring the men and women in the United States who have given up their lives for our freedoms, and we are very, very, very grateful for that, and don't want to take ever for granted their sacrifices that they've made, that their families have given up and suffered, that we could have our freedoms. It's pretty amazing. I'm going to do my little introduction just in case I have any first timers that watch the replay. Hey, Kelly and Anne-Marie, thanks for coming on. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I have a YouTube channel and a Facebook page called Trish's Card Club. They're really basically the same thing. I do live videos on Facebook and then, on YouTube, and then I upload them unedited to YouTube. No, oh my gosh, let me start that all over again. I do live videos on YouTube and I upload them unedited to Facebook. Whew. You can search Trish's Card Club either place. You're going to love the stuff I'm using tonight. Some of it is retired, but the concept is amazing. So if you love what I'm doing and you want to shop online, you can do that 24/7 with me at trishan.stampinup.net. So, okay, my goodness. If you've finding me for the first time, as I mentioned a minute ago, my videos are edited, so they're full of human error, but they come from the passion that I have of Stampin' Up! And card making. If you would love to subscribe and help me grow my channel, I would be very grateful, because my goal is to get to 1,000 subscribers so I can do some minimal edits at the end of my video so I can upload to YouTube a little bit easier. So I'm just throwing that out there as a plug. Who else has joined? Miss Judy. Is Miss Charlene on? I don't see her, but hopefully she'll be able. Oh, there she is. Hey, Charlene. I hope you're feeling good. I hope you are feeling good. Okay. So tonight, we're doing math. And you know how I am about math, people. You know how I am about math. Math is not my strong point if you've never watched me before. But I found, there has been a card design that I have loved that has been around for a long, long time that I could never figure out how to do. And a woman who goes under the name Stamp with Selene did a little mini demo on it, and I loved it so much. Oops, you know what? I pushed the wrong button. Let me get that back. I want to push this button so you can get it in a little closer. There we go. I am so excited that I found this. So thank you, Judy. Judy says we're too pretty to do math. Thankfully, we have calculators and computers that can do math for us. But every once in a while, we'll throw in a little math, and it's scary, but it can be done. So I'm gonna show you tonight what I'm making. I'm gonna do the sample with you, but the final product, the 4 cards that we're gonna make with this 6x6 piece of paper, I've already done, and I'm just gonna show you the end result, because the end result doesn't matter as much as how you make the cards. It doesn't matter what you use to make the cards with either. So if you have designer series paper at home, if you need to purchase designer series paper, there's nothing special about the paper that I'm using. It's whatever you either already have in your stash or that you want to order. I will tell you though, this designer series paper, it is current and it is beautiful. It's called Velvet Meadow. It's 12 by 12, and all of the white is flocked, so it's hard to understand in video. You know, you can't touch it, but it's all flocked, the white, so it's gorgeous. So it's really beautiful paper. So that's the paper that I'm using to show you how to make the cards. The reason I can't use the paper that I made my finished cards with is because, let me get a hold of it. Where did I put it? It's because I think I might have already put it away. One side is too dark. You wouldn't be able to see it on camera. And I wanted to make sure that you could see on camera what I was doing. So that's why we're using this one. So you take a 6x6 piece of paper. That's how you get started. Let's see. Let me try something here. Okay. And then you take a piece of scrap paper that's 1.5 inches in width. Okay. Then you go to the top of your paper. Now, I'm going to do it on this side so you can see it easier. I'm going to use this side, but I'm going to mark it up on this side. You're going to go to the top of your paper and line this up in the corner, and you just make a tick mark. So you make a tick mark right there. Can you guys see that? And you do that on all 4 corners. Now, you guys, honestly, I don't know how many years I've wanted to not understand how to make these cards. I could never make them. Out of one 6x6 piece of paper, you get 4 cards. And I never could ever figure it out. And when I saw Selene's template, I was so excited because it made so much sense once she showed me how to do it. The magic is in this 1.5 inch in width, and then just marking the 4 corners of your 6x6 designer series paper. Okay, that's what you're going to do to start. Then you're going to take your cutter and you're going to take this tick mark and this tick mark down here, and you're going to put it in the cutter so you can see it's right here and right here. So that's where you're cutting. That's going to be your first cut. And now don't worry about it being perfect like on the tick. That part doesn't matter. There's a lot of grease in this. Then you're going to put your piece of paper back together, and you're going to go this way, and you're going to find that next tick mark that you made up here, and you're going to line it up down there. Keep your paper lined up. Oops. Let me get my hand out of the way so you can see it. So keep your paper lined up, and then you just cut through there. Then you get 4 pieces of paper that look like this, which doesn't look like anything, right? One thing I forgot to tell you guys is it is so much easier to do this on paper that's not directional. Now, it's going to be a little bit of a challenge with this paper because it is directional paper, but in my final product, it's not directional paper, and it's so much easier to do it that way. Huckles, Q in your college degree was what? I did go to an accounting school, but I hate math. Okay, so this is Daffodil Delight, and basically what I'm doing is I'm taking this paper and I'm literally putting it in the 4. I'm doing 2 this way, and then I'm doing 2 this way. And I just realized you can't see all that, so I'll fix it so you can see it. Doing it this way and this way. Now, I don't know how thrilling it is for you guys, but I could never, I can't get any higher to go up to see. Let me see if I can make this so you guys can see it all. Hold on one second. It's going to be a mess for a minute. Just bear with me, you guys. Okay. Oops. I'm making a mess here. I am making a mess. Okay, there you go. So you can see the 4 cards. So right now they don't look like a whole heck of a lot, but I loved and could never figure out how to get designer series paper to be funky and not waste a ton of paper. So in not wasting any paper, I have 4 card layouts like that. Now, do you want to see an end product? I know you do. It's very exciting. I'm so excited. I do love this designer series paper. Now, you can see here that this is, well, you probably can't see it really well. Let me see if I can switch this one. If I switch this one over here, then the daisies are going in the right direction. And if I put this one up here, the daisies are going in the right direction. This one, they're going in the right direction. And this one, they're upside down. So let's see if I do this, they're in the right direction. And I do this. I think that no matter what I do, they're going to be upside down. Yeah, they're going to be upside down. Which with Create with Selene, she didn't seem to notice that, but I did like it better when you used a non-directional piece of paper. It really works out really good. Okay, so that's just to show you the template. Now let me show you how I finished the cards. Not using this DSP, remember, because I used a retired product because I just used what I had on hand, but to show you what the end result is when you cut the paper up. So this is the first card. This is the second card. And I'm just so excited. I love these cards. Let me see if I can score it so I can get it to stay down flat for the presentation. This is my third card. Let me score it. And what I was thinking is this would make such a great gift to give to anyone, a set of 4 cards. Now I used almost all happy birthdays except for one, thanks a million, because I needed a thank you card, but I really needed birthday cards. So that's why I did all mine thank yous. But if you made this set and you did happy birthday, thank you, thinking of you, and maybe and just a note. So that would be 4 different cards. They're all basically the same layout. They're just the DSP is just in a different corner. And you guys, I don't know. There is something I love about this layout, and I've never ever been able to figure it out. And I just thought it was super. I was just super, super, so excited. The paper, this paper right here is retired paper. It was in last year's catalog. I just really was quickly trying to find paper that had a non-directional pattern. So that's where this paper came from. But it doesn't really matter the paper. What matters is that you have this little 1.5-inch piece of scrap paper that you line up on the 4 corners of a 6x6-inch DSP, and you could cut them matching the tick marks, just like I did, and then you get this incredible set of cards. Now, I don't know, there's something about this that I'm so excited about. I just love how the cards came out. The only one I made a difference one was on this one. I switched the 2 things. I think everything on this is a retired die set. I don't know if you have this die, but I'll show it to you guys. It's called, this is so funny. I have to tell you something funny about this die set. Hang on, let me pull it out. It is called Paper Florist Die. So all this time, I thought these were the dies. When I pulled it out, I realized it has these dies with it too. I didn't even know. Look at 3 vases. Didn't even know. This is retired. Didn't even know. But it made all these flowers. That's where the flowers all came from. And this flower right here is just several flowers stacked with dimensionals in between. So Paper Florist dies, if you're looking for the flowers, this is the double oval punch, which is unfortunately retired, which I wish Stampin' Up! Would bring back because it's such a versatile punch. I wish they would do another 10 in every shape, in squares and circles and triangles, and because it's such a good versatile shape. So you guys, this is a great way to use up 6x6 DSP paper, because like I said, from one 6x6, you're going to get 4 cards. And it's so easy to do. You saw how quickly I cut it. The magic is this 1.5 inch width little tab that you make your little tick marks with. You probably could play with this a little bit. If my friend Carol watches this, I would say Carol might play with this size a little and come up with some different patterns, because Carol's super good in math. I had to keep it really basic. But I just loved it and thought it was such a cool idea. And I've always wanted to know how people got the paper to lay just like the perfect corners. It's very exciting. I'm very happy with it. So, great idea, embossing. Embossing is a great idea. Let me see. Who said something about embossing? Let's see. I'm just reading the, oh, that's an excellent idea, Kelly. That's a really, really good idea. And I'm sorry, I had to read back the comments. Kelly said you could take any piece of paper and emboss it, and then cut it out like that and get a pattern, a design, a cardstock that it doesn't even have to be DSP. I think the reason why DSP appeals to me is because we have so much of it in our stashes, and we don't use enough because it's so pretty. We don't want to cut it up. But so now that you've seen the finished cards, you'll see how pretty these are going to be once I get some daisies on them. And I'll finish this kit, and it will look very similar to what I've done here, with some pretty melon mambo flowers. I'll do some melon mambo flowers, and I might even use this flower set. We'll see. These flowers are a little bit different. So this matches very similar. If I pull it up, you can see it a little bit. You can see the design. It matches very much the flowers in there, but I have the retired daisy punch, so I could do that. But you can see how pretty these are going to be now that you've seen this finished. What a pretty set this would be as a gift. If you're going somewhere and you need to bring a hostess gift, if you're going to your hairdressers, if you're going to the post office, if you're going to the cashier at the grocery store, and you just want to make their day, you just make 4 cards, put in 4 envelopes, put them in a little plastic bag with a ribbon on top of it, and just make someone's day. People will love it. I promise you, card making really can change someone's whole attitude. And we need kindness in our world today. So I would say get as much kindness out there as we can get. All right, that's it for tonight. That was my big woo-ha, and I'm loving it. Oh, I'm loving it. If I do this, it's going to mess up the end of my video. I got a beautiful card this week from Kelly O, and I want to show it, Kelly, but it's going to mess up my video. So I'll show it at the beginning of next week's video so that people can see it. It's a really pretty card with some very pretty DSP. I love the layout. It's something I'd like to, I'll probably copy and do in one of my classes, Kelly, because I really thought the card was beautiful. And then what you wrote in it was beautiful. So thank you so much. I'm glad you got your treat. Thanks, Judy. If anybody has any questions, just message me. I'll gladly help you out. Just a little reminder that we still have that sign-on special until the end of this month. For $160 of product, you only pay $99. And then just a heads up, you guys, starting next month, Stampin' Up! Is changing the sign-up promotion. So next month, it won't be the promotion, it's this month. And shipping for your product will not be free anymore. Now they're incenting you in other ways, so it'll balance itself out. But this month you get $160 worth of product for $99 plus free shipping. So that is like the deal. If you're someone that's in love with the in colors, you can get $99 worth of product and 5 stamp pads. So that's the other option too. But I think that the $160 in product is the best deal. So if you have a long wish list, if you ever wanted to get the big shot, this is the time to get it on the cut and emboss machine, because that's the best deal for it. So, all right, you guys, I love you guys. I will be here next Monday night. Next Monday night is going to be June. That's crazy, folks. That is crazy pants. It's going to be June the next time I see you guys. The year has flown by. So I love you guys. I always appreciate that you spend a little bit of time with me on Monday nights, and I'll help you have a good week, and I'll see you next week. Bye, everybody.